First thing we want to do, we want to create a curve in the bank section of the hair. Parted from here to here. We then part that down the center. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to over direct this portion over. Now, just so it's easy for you to pick out what I'm doing is I have my knuckle touching her chin, and then I'm bringing this section up, pointed to her lip, and I'm going to cut from the top section down at an angle to the longer section, like so. As I bring that down and drop it, you can see now automatically I'm getting a nice little curve through here. I'm then going to repeat this by taking this section here. Much the same thing. I'm going to bring my fingertips to the chin, now my knuckle to the ear. As I comb that down, I'm going to look to see that I have a nice little arc going on, a soft arc because of the razor that just kind of curves. Then I decided I was going to change it, so what I did was I used a concentrated red with a concentrated blue, in fact about 30 grams of each, give or take, 30 grams of each, and then, or equal parts. Then I did 2 parts of a clear protein, and I mixed that together, put it on for 20 minutes in 10 volume, and I just kind of neutralized that tone quite a bit, and that gave me the tone I'm now working with today. The particular product line I use this time is Chromastics. I tend to like their products quite a bit. And you can get these concentrates from chromastics.com. I don't work for them or anything of that nature. I do, however, really like their products. Next thing I'm going to do is establish my back guideline for length. Coming right behind the back of the head, and then right behind the back of the head over here, I now have my actual length that I'm going to play with. I'm just going to come in through here and bring this straight across with a nice layered section. I'm then going to take that and check it. Yeah, see how nice and smooth that is? So with a little bit of texture from the razor. Now I'm limiting in all my cutting, I'm limiting the swing of the razor, the cut of the razor to the last inch or two, approximately right about here. So right about like that, okay? You can't see that though, can you? Okay, let's try that again. About this much, okay? About that much is what I'm going to do in comparison to it. So it's about like that is all. I just want to get it there. That's all I want to do. Now the next section I'm going to bring down, I'm going to do the same thing. Keep it damp. Come in with my razor. Now this can have a bit of an elevation because it's going to have a little bit of layer as we go along, but not too much. Bring it down to the section I was starting from, and in this case I'm starting right from here, so it's not hard for me to remember even at all. So bring it there, slight elevation up, and then just straight across. By the way, what makes for a nice clean razor cut? Change that blade every cut. Keep it nice and sharp. Nice and soft, I like that. All right, bring another section from the very top and bring that all the way down. I don't use a guard when I'm razor cutting. I don't use a guard when I'm clipper cutting. That is not the way I go. Same thing through here, grab that last section, slight bit of elevation. I can feel where I want it to be. It has been a long, busy week, and in the context of that I have dried my fingers out, so I'm gonna have to put some new skin and some moisturizer on it and so forth to kind of help my thumbs out and such. If you are working behind the chair, this is the kind of thing that happens as the years go by and you dry out your hands. And I live in Utah, so it's pretty dry up here, pretty cold, pretty dry. So okay, now that gives me my sectioning that I want, that's going from just behind the ear, square in that regard, just straight across. I'm now taking that center section through here. I'm going to come straight on down the middle here and here. And I'm going to think real seriously about how I place my razor, because I want there to be a nice bit of weight built up here. Okay, so I'm going to pull some of this out. I'm going to let a little bit of the length come down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come from straight out, and I'm going to take a bit of that weight out. So in this instance, a couple of inches, 2 to 3. And I'm just going to come straight down. That's going to give me some weight up here. but it's also going to give me some layer down here. I'm going to come across straight there. Same thing. You can probably hear the razor cutting the hair, the washing machine washing towels, the dryer drying towels. It's the end of a Saturday night. It has been a busy week, which is good. Now I'm going to come right behind the ear and bring that sectioning back, square back, okay, like so. So that line comes back this way. And the reason why that's important is so that I'm not, if I'm rounding the cutout, that's when I'm bringing my sections around, and I'm not doing that. I'm squaring it off. So I'm bringing that straight back to here, cut it down. When I started working in the front section, my curve ended down here. That's really important. I want to remember where that was. So I can come down through here. And I don't take any more length off of that than I need to. So I come right back to where my actual guide section is, which is the base here, right? I'm just going to come in here. Yeah, that shape looks good, doesn't it? Nice and soft. I like it. Now the product I used on her hair to start with is the Spare Absolute Repair Oil. And it is a little bit different than normal L'Oreal products, so I don't use L'Oreal products normally. I do if they're Spare. I use all things in the Spare line. I really do like them. I find that L'Oreal's product lines, their products presentations, they go all over the map. Some that are high quality, some that are absolutely not. So, but this one, it really is nice, light oil. Doesn't leave any kind of a residue on your hands. I like that. And it keeps the hair nice and hydrated. So I put that on to start with. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it out with my dryer and start getting the shape in there so we can see what this haircut will do for us. I would really appreciate if you would take the time to go in and on the comment section, let me know what you think about this kind of work.